Hi, this is Reverend Bill Banuchi with the New York State Faith and Freedom Coalition with this week's New York State Family News Watch, and today is September 18th, 2023, and today is actually Constitution Day. Actually, Constitution Day was yesterday, the 17th, but I doubt if you'll hear that from the mainstream media or even here in our government school system that there even is such a holiday as Constitution Day. In fact, there's one more evidence of our, quote, Christian nation. You see that when a holiday falls on a Sunday on the Christian Sabbath, we observe it the following Monday. We don't do that because we are a secular nation. Our systems and our institutions are rooted in a Judeo-Christian biblical worldview. That is called truth. So this weekend we celebrate the miracle in Philadelphia when 55 men of different colonies, religions, cultures, and personal interests came together as one nation under God to sign the first and only constitution to have lasted for 236 years. The Constitution, and more importantly, our faithfulness to it, has been the anchor, the very foundation of stability that has preserved a peace and prosperity unknown throughout the whole world. What better way to celebrate it than studying it once again? And that is what we're going to do beginning on September 30th, and there'll be more about that when we talk about coming events. Okay, news item. Bobby Ann Cox, she got a standing ovation as she argued the case against the governor and the attorney general's wide-sweeping regulations concerning their power to mandate isolation and quarantine procedures that allowed the government to illegally lock you up or lock you down without any proof that you're sick and without any due process. State Senator Borrello called it simply their arrogance of power. Hundreds showed up to demonstrate their support for Bobby Ann, but more importantly, for their support for our Constitution. A decision won't come down for several months, so we need to continue to keep that case in prayer. Now, events we have coming up soon. First of all, Saturday on September 23rd, there will be a special pre-revival evening fellowship at the Howells Church. Pastor Tim Mercaldo and Rich and Joy Swingle will be at Howells Church for a great evening of music and ministry from the Word, a dramatic presentation on evangelist Evan Roberts and the Welsh Revival. Pastor Tim is a gifted preacher, evangelist, conference speaker, and accomplished pianist. And vocalist Richard Swingle is a gifted American film actor, screenwriter, and stage performer, a freedom finder for Graceworks, Inc., and he teaches at the Rocky Mountain Filmmaking Camp. Included in his many one-man presentations are included the Apostle of John from Patmos, as that of Evan Roberts, and the Great Welsh Awakening. The evening will precede the scheduled revival on the following day, Sunday, September 24th at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. So you want to come out for that pre-revival worship celebration at the Howells Church on the 23rd. The Howells Church is located at 41 Church Street in Howells, New York. That's here in Orange County. Then the main event on September 24th, our revival meeting in the Hudson Valley. Now, I will be one of the several speakers and worship teams that will be working to advance the gospel of the kingdom to see revival come to the Hudson Valley. This will be an event hosted by Cloth, that's Christian leaders of the Hudson, to fulfill our mission, to work toward fulfilling that mission, to bring unity to the body of Christ among all who share our precious like faith in Jesus Christ, the only way to salvation. Now, this will be an excellent time to invite unsaved friends, even churchgoers. Invite Roman Catholic friends, because Father Frank Pavone, President for Priests for Life, will be on one of the guest speakers there, advancing the gospel. It's a free event, Sunday 24th from 11 o'clock to 5 p.m. And I, for one, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. For more information, just go to www.clothny.org and hope to see you there. Now, news events for our fellow pro-lifers. In a little less than 2 weeks, the fall 40 Days for Life campaign will begin. We will be kicking off the Newburgh campaign on Sunday, September 24th at 3 o'clock p.m. at St. Francis of Assisi Church at 145 Bencard Avenue in Newburgh in the Cardinal O'Connor Hall located in the church basement. The kickoff for the Goshen campaign will be Tuesday, September 26th at 7 o'clock p.m. in the public right-of-way on Coach Drive. Due to limited parking at the vigil location, we will be meeting at the Goshen Christian Reformed Church at 6:45 p.m. to start shuttling down to Coach Drive. Now, if you haven't been involved with the 40 Days for Life, we encourage you to prayerfully consider being part of one of those powerful movements within the pro-life movement. It is through 40 Days of Life that 23,525 babies' lives that we know of have been spared. To date, 251 abortion workers have quit their jobs, and 145 abortion facilities have been completely shut down. The power of prayer, fasting, and peaceful vigil at the abortion facility can be life-changing for all involved. Have faith that God will save lives. He will soften hearts and souls. He will call more workers to leave the abortion business, and He will close the doors of more abortion centers. With God's help, we can do this, and it will truly be the beginning of the end of abortion, or as I have resolved to name it, the beginning of the end of child sacrifice, institutional child sacrifice here in America. So for more information and to sign up for the vigil hours, you want to go to, if you're in Goshen, 40daysforlife.com/Goshen. For Newburgh, it'll be 40daysforlife.com/Newburgh. Our friends who are involved with election integrity, our friends from Audit New York bring two opportunities that you want to know about. First of all, they're still looking for volunteers to help them canvass residents. If you're interested in wanting to help canvass on the behalf of the Audit New York and election integrity in New York, you want to contact Joe at sjbw@ymail.com. And the second thing they have going on is a public speaker seminar. Uh, uh, the NYCA presenters on September 24th from 1 o'clock to 5:30 p.m. This is the same successful seminar that was held in Western New York. So if you're interested in that seminar, you want to RSVP Danielle at auditny.com. Then we have our WISP meeting coming up on September 30th. Our regular WISP meetings will resume on the 30th, continuing with our teachings on America's founding up close and personal. We'll be actually beginning a study of the U.S. Constitution. So if you haven't been with us before, this is an ideal time to start as we begin this study together in observance of Constitution Day. This will be a special meeting you don't want to miss, so put it on your calendar now. If this will be your first time with us, you'll need to register by clicking onto the website below that I've listed. If you've already been with us before, just send me an email and let me know you're coming. Then, on October 7th, 2nd Chronicles 7:14 Restore America Conference held by Liberty Christian Fellowship. This conference will teach how to be 2nd Chronicles 7:14 disciples of Christ who can apply the Bible to every aspect of life, including civics. We'll learn the 4 things God says that we must do in order for Him to do the 3 things that He says He will do. That is to hear from heaven, to forgive our sin, and to heal our land. This conference connects the dots between the Bible and our beloved founding documents, so we'll understand how to identify and back elected officials who are true born-again disciples of Christ, who will apply the Bible to every aspect of life, including civics and government. Your registration and donation covers a continental breakfast, cold sandwich, salad lunch, snacks, and beverages during the breaks as well. Online registration is available by going on to the below listed website. That'll be libertycf.org/restore USA. Then on October 7th, the Tri-State Pro-America Pro-Constitution Convoy Caravan. This will be a tri-state caravan of patriots from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York to let everyone know that we will not stand for the trashing of our Constitution and our American way of life. Then there will be a Freedom Festival in Greeley, PA, where the convoy will terminate. For more information, go to Our Town USA Facebook page for the Pro America / Constitution Convoy, or contact Bob or Dorothy at ourtownmagusa@gmail.com. Then October 18th, we'll be having our Orange County Leadership Prayer Breakfast. For more information on that, you want to go to www.prayerbreakfastoc.org. Now, we will be sponsoring a table, so I will need 5 warriors who would be willing to help sponsor our table. It's $375 for the table, so between 5 of us, that means I need $75 from each of you. And that will help us reserve seats for 5 of us at the table, which will also provide 5 seats for others that can come as guests. So if you'd be willing to help out in that regard and sit at our table, just shoot me an email and let me know. By the way, Orange Strong will also be sponsoring a table, so we'll have even a greater witness. So if you'd rather support that table, and that we don't take it personal, if you want to support them instead, just send an email to Chip Murray and let him know as well that you want to help support his table at the Leadership Prayer Breakfast. Then October 22nd, Mighty Men of Valor. I will be speaking and joining other political and religious leaders like Dr. Alan Keyes and other Christian leaders to help equip and rally the men in our area to rise up to take their rightful place of leadership in our state and in our nation. This will be in New Hyde Park from 3 o'clock p.m. to 9 p.m. For more information, you want to go to my personal webpage for the conference. That'll be at mightymenofvalor.live/bill. If you can't be there in person, you will still be able to participate via live stream of the event. So for either in-person or live stream tickets, you want to go to mightymenofvalor.live/bill. Now for some prayer points. First of all, for our young people as they're returning to school, pray for their protection from demonic and sodomite spirits. Pray that righteousness and biblical morality will be taught. Pray for public school teachers and administrators as well, for the courage to stand up for righteousness and the rule of law, moral law. Pray for justice to be restored to our legal and our judicial system that has been so corrupted by godless men and women who call good evil and evil good. Pray that evil will be exposed and goodness and virtue will be restored. Pray for Bobby Ann Cox and the case Borello v. Hochul, as judges are now deliberating. Pray that righteousness will ultimately prevail in that case. Pray for pastors, for the health and safety and for the boldness to preach the full gospel, including and especially the stewardship of liberty. Pray for their willingness to come together with other pastors to witness the glory of God as we come together in Christian unity, as Jesus prayed in John 17:21. And pray for God's presence and power to be manifest in the revival meeting coming up on the 24th at the Civic Center. Well, that's it for this week's Family News Watch. You can join the New York Faith and Freedom Coalition by logging on to nyfaithandfreedom.com. This is Reverend Bill Banuchi wishing God's comfort for the afflicted and his affliction for the comfortable, as we pray like it all depends on God and work like it all depends on us until we see, once again, America bless God. Take care, and God bless.